Welcome back to another episode of Seahawk Central Sports. Today we have a jam-packed episode, so let's waste no time and head straight over to Grace with volleyball.
Thanks, Davis. Recently, the UNCW women's volleyball team played in the Hampton Inn University Invitational. Unfortunately, out of 4 sets, UNC Charlotte won in 3. However, earlier in the weekend, UNCW had a clean sweep against Gardner-Webb. During this match, 2 players held team honors with 9 hits apiece. Moving on to this past weekend, an unfortunate loss in 3 sets when Elon came to visit. But let's get excited as the team heads up to Delaware this upcoming weekend, October 5th and 6th. There are a lot more home matches coming up after that, so let's go show out for the Lady Hawks. Now let's hear it from Taylor for soccer.
Thanks, G. It's been a little bit of a tough start for our men's soccer team this season. On September 10th, our boys fought hard but fell short to George Mason 1-0. On September 14th, the UNCW men's soccer team traveled to Hofstra Soccer Stadium for a tough battle. However, Hofstra had a strong first half, which led to a final score of 3-0. Then on September 17th, our boys traveled to North Carolina State for a tough rainy game with a score of 4-1. However, on September 21st, our boys were victorious in the CAA home opener against Drexel. Caesar and Hefley scored our 2 goals with a final score of 2-1. On September 24th, the Seahawks came to a scoreless draw against the Campbell Camels. On September 28th, we fought hard but fell short against William & Mary 4-0. Catch our boys this Saturday at home when they battle it out with Charleston. Now on to Emma with women's soccer.
Thanks, Taylor. It's also been a tough stretch for women's soccer these past few weeks. On September 12th, they traveled to Richmond, Virginia to square off against VCU. Both teams fought hard, holding each other scoreless through halftime, but VCU sparked a second-half surge, netting 3 goals to secure a win. Fast forward to September 19th, where our ladies entered the CAA tournament against Campbell University. Unfortunately, it was a short run, as a 0-3 loss ended their tournament journey in the first round. After a quick regroup, they faced William & Mary the following Sunday in Williamsburg, Virginia. Despite a promising start in the first half with a 6-3 shot advantage, they were handed another tough loss, finishing 0-2. On September 26th, the Seahawks hit the road yet again for a match against the College of Charleston. After a flurry of second-half action with both teams combining for 24 shots, senior Emily Bobliss gave UNCW a spark with a goal in the 62nd minute, leading to a 1-1 draw. This past Sunday, September 29th, the rain held off as we faced Drexel University on the home field, coming out on top with a 3-1 win. Come out and support the team at their next home game October 6th at 1, where they face Northeastern.
Thank you, Emma. Let's get into the swing of things with Seahawk Golf. The women's team began the season in South Carolina at the Caledonia Golf and Fish Club. The 3-round event kicked off for the Seahawks as the team finished with 2 consecutive 2-under rounds with a huge contribution from Victoria Levy. In the 3rd round, the team was able to claw their way to secure the 2nd place spot with a team effort performance all around. The women then hit the road again back to South Carolina to play in the Paladin Invitational. A 1-under round and an improving 2nd round set the Seahawks up for success. After a battling 3rd and final round, the ladies were able to secure a tie for the 4th place spot in their performance in South Carolina. The ladies are kicking the season off strong with 2 top 5 finishes and look to keep it up as they will travel to Chapel Hill next for their upcoming tournament. Now over to the men's side. The men's team kick-started their season in Minnesota for the start of the Gopher Invitational. The team kicked off the first 2 rounds with a combined score of 599 and a tournament low 285 in the 3rd round to claim 11th place. A huge contribution from Gray Mitchum this tournament as he was able to record his 2nd career hole-in-one. Congrats. The team then soared into Durham, North Carolina for the Rod Myers Invitational in their 2nd appearance located at Duke University. A strong finish by the men's team on day 2 clinched the team a secured spot in the top 10 of the tournament with a huge contribution from Mitchum again. The men will look forward to their next tee times as they will take place in the Carolina Cup in South Carolina starting October 6th. Let's send it over to Club Sports with Sarah and Samaj.
Thanks, Dylan. Rugby started out their season now, and so far they've played USC here at home and both traveled out to Charlotte. Samaj, you're both on the team and a reporter here at Seahawk Central Sports. What is it like playing out of the new gazebo fields?
Thanks, Sarah. The new gazebo fields are actually a lot of fun. We get a lot of spectators, especially from the dorms being right there.
All right, totally. So now this is your 3rd year on the team. Who else is returning out there?
So our president, Marshall Wiseman, he's also returning, but we have a lot of new guys as well. We have some star players that are going to make a big impact, like Magic and Robbie Queen. He's also another returner.
Sweet. And y'all had that big win against Charlotte out at Charlotte. How was that?
It was amazing. So Charlotte is a D1 school, and we're a D2 club here, but we showed them that that's just a title. We won 20-7, which was our final score, with some great conversions made by Danny Marsh.
Totally. And y'all have a big game against State coming up down here at home. How excited are y'all for that?
Very excited. October 5th is when that game is, and then we also have a break after, and we come back to play Coastal Carolina on the 26th of October. Okay, so that's enough about rugby. What about hockey this year?
So far, we've had a lot of home games. It's all been home so far. And we're 6-2 on the season, only one loss against UNC and another one there a little before that.
So how's hockey doing with penalties this season?
We are taking a lot of penalties, a lot of physical action out there. We've got a lot of big hits, tons of fun. Honestly, the crowd loves it. And, you know, that's some hockey for you.
Well, that's all for Club Sports. Now off to Davis.
Thanks, Sarah and Samaj. Well, that's all we've got for this week. Be sure to keep up with all UNCW athletics this week and follow us on Instagram at Seahawk Central Sports _UNCW. Come back next week for more sports coverage. We'll see you then.